Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 14. We have one more week after this. You're so close to graduation. You're so close to completing this class. You have two more assignments in this class to complete it. So let's jump right into it. The first one is the executive summary, which is a benchmark worth 80 points. And let's jump into what's required. So first of all, the purpose of this assignment is to summarize two strategic alternatives for your selected corporation based on individual research and team analyses. So assume that you work as an analyst team lead at the company you've been studying throughout this course, and you're using a high-level communication to the company CEO that summarizes your analysis based on what you've discovered regarding environmental scan issues, financial analysis issues, industry trends, and so on. Communicate a plan for implementing two strategic alternatives in an executive summary of 750 to 1,000 words. Okay, so the very first thing you need to understand about this assignment is you are writing to the president, the CEO of the company. That means he already knows about the company. You don't have to explain to him what your company is or what they're all about or their goals and their visions. You need to jump right into your analysis of two strategic alternatives. So you've been writing in general, or you've been writing about one strategic alternative. Now you have to pick two for this assignment. And then you have 5 prompts that guide you in your writing for these two strategic alternatives. Number 1 is, based on your work this semester, synthesize and present key analytical findings about where the company is excelling and how or where it can improve. Refer to both your CLC and individual analysis in the summary. So where is the company excelling? Where are they really doing well? And where can they improve? So basically, you're looking at its strengths and you're looking at the weaknesses and opportunities. So where can it improve? Number 2, propose 2 creative yet viable corporate level strategic alternatives. In number 2, this is where you discuss 2 separate strategic alternatives. Look at the pros and cons. So the advantages and the disadvantages, the advantages and the risks of each alternative using your previous findings. Then number 3, you select and defend the pursuit of one of your 2 viable alternatives. How does the alternative align with the firm's mission, vision, and values? Address this. Talk about the mission, the vision, the values of the company, and how the strategic alternative relates to them and aligns with them. Then, how can management employ this alternative to create competitive advantage for the firm and suggest next steps? You must include steps for how to proceed. You've said this is the best alternative. Now, these are the steps, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, about how to execute this. Then number 4 says, based on your analysis, identify a business unit or activity within the corporation that you would suggest defunding, so taking money away in order to finance your strategic alternative or provide an alternate funding source and defend your selection. So you have a choice here. Either you're going to defund some other business unit or production line that the company's taking, or you're going to find another source of funding. You have to name it, you have to describe it, and you have to defend why that is the best option for your company. All right, then finally, number 5, says, given your overall proposal, how do you suggest the company promote its culture, vision, and mission to maximize its chances for success in the industry? So think about the vision, the culture, the mission. How do you maximize those things to promote the maximum opportunity for success in the industry in which the company operates? Then how might the company develop its servant leaders to endorse and exemplify tenets of the Christian worldview in the workplace? Propose and defend at least one significant leadership alternative. You must name and describe a significant leadership initiative and then defend why this is the best leadership initiative for the company. Okay, and then as always, you have to follow APA guidelines. Look at the rubric, make sure the rubric is being followed in your assignment, double space, make sure you have at least 3 references, make sure each paragraph is, the first line is indented 5 spaces, follow your APA format, and then you'll do well on this assignment. All right, then the second assignment that's due is also a benchmark. It's called Situation Analysis Presentation. It's also worth 80 points. So the 2 assignments together are about 160 points. Now, the purpose of this assignment is to create a presentation. This has to be a PowerPoint presentation that synthesizes and analyzes research conducted on the team selected company to determine optimal strategic alternatives. So your PowerPoint has to be about 10 to 12 slides. Try not to go over 12 slides. You need to highlight the research and analysis you've conducted throughout this course, both as an individual and the CLC, regarding how your selected company's external and internal environments influence or affect its strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And speaker notes should be included on each slide. So this is really, again, the name of it is situation analysis. This is really you taking your SWOT analysis and looking at the company as it is right now. What I'm looking for on this is a great visual presentation. I'm not looking so much at great comprehensive notes. Just choose enough notes in the notes section that would help you make this presentation. But keep in mind, whenever you're making a presentation, you're not reading the notes of the presentation, unless you were like on a Zoom call. But generally, if you're in a public setting, an open setting, where you have actual people in front of you, you're using the slides to engage the audience, but you're not really following the slides or reading your notes. So what I'm looking for is a great visual presentation here, a great visual presentation that's going to hold the interest of your audience. Nobody's going to fall asleep being bored. So what does that mean? That means you don't put too many words on the slide. That means it's more about the visuals on the slide than the words, okay? So you have number 1, strategic profile, case analysis, then your situation analysis, which encompasses your general environmental analysis, industry analysis, competitor analysis, internal analysis. Number 3, you have to look at your SWOT. Number 4, your strategy formulation. And number 5, your strategic alternative implementation. How are you going to implement it? Again, I'm looking at a great visual presentation. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a lot of words. Do not put a lot of words on your slide. If you put too many words on your slides, then your grade will reflect that, because that's not what I'm looking for. That will be a bad grade. So I want more visuals on your slides than words. All right. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that this has all been clear for you. If If you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, good luck, and we'll see you in class.